Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another week of Life Lessons with April, yours truly. So, this week we're going to talk about why bad people exist in the world. It's a concept that I really struggled to understand and grasp for a long time in most of my life, up until about 2 or 3 years ago when I discovered this man called Neil MacDonald Welsh, who wrote a book called Conversations with God. I never read the book, but I've seen him talk in a lot of interviews and just sessions like this, and he really changed the way I looked at things and helped me grasp the concept of why negative people or people who have hurt us in the past were placed into our lives. And the whole concept is that he says is basically every single human that's been put into your life has been there and is an angel put there to teach you something about your life or about the world or about people. So that was a huge mindset shift, and it was hard for me to grasp at first, but when I took that message in, it really did make sense and did resonate in a lot of ways, because if I think about it, I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't come across the people in my life who hurt me the way they did, or showed me through what happened in their lives and the things they did in their lives of what I should never do or what I should do with people that are on the opposite spectrum, people who showed me what love is, what unconditional love is, which is people like my mom, and people who showed me how to treat others a certain way that adds value to both sides of the relationship as well. And so that concept really made a lot of sense to me when I thought about it that way, because without the pain and the hurt and the trauma or whatever we've been through, without that we wouldn't be who we are today. And who we are today is useful. Who we are today is impactful. We are stronger because of those circumstances, those scenarios that we've been through. And you will also tend to realize that, hey, I actually learnt a lot from that. Although it wasn't enjoyable to go through it, nothing in life that is valuable is easy, but those life lessons that I learnt from, being with a particular person taught me never to let myself and my self-respect go to that level to be with somebody like that again. Or, in that type of friendship, I realized that I should never have a friend like that, because that's not a friend, because they did X, Y, and Z, right? And so that's a huge concept to understand. And then once you understand that aspect of it, you will be able to also level up in another way, in a spiritual way, and also just in a mindset shift perspective, because I want to be able to help you get the gift that I got when I started doing this exercise, which was not easy. It was very difficult, but it was very, very beneficial for me. So it's basically a forgiveness exercise, and shout out to Mind Valley and Vision from there. This is where I first heard of the concept of doing this forgiveness exercise. But you, instead of going into what that is, I'll put a link down in the description below about how to do that exercise. But essentially you just forgive every single person in your life who's ever harmed you, who's ever hurt you, or basically ever hurt you in any single way. But you also forgive yourself. You forgive younger versions of yourself as well. And the reason it made such a huge impact and shift in my life is that if you think about it, you holding on to anger, resentment, or hatred towards that person is not doing anything to them. It's actually doing more harm to you than it is to them. So even if it's something small, forgive and let go, because at the end of the day, the only person you are hurting is yourself. Like the saying goes, if you drink poison, you can't drink poison and expect it to kill the other person. So hatred, resentment, and all those emotions are actually just poisoning you, not the other person. And when you forgive, oh my goodness, the emotional release that you will feel, the burden and the weight that's lifted off your shoulders, seriously, there is nothing like it. you will feel like a new surge of vitality and joy will just run through your veins because you've let go of years and years of holding on to that negative energy that no longer serves you. It is so empowering. And one of the concepts that they do talk about is to think about it as, you know, hurt people. And when you look at things in that perspective, you will be able to understand that person better and realize that, oh, they hurt you because they were hurt and they couldn't handle that hurt, so it manifested into them hurting you. And then vice versa, you'll see that, you know, in a toxic relationship, your partner hurts you, you get hurt, you hurt your partner, and then your partner hurts you again, and then you hurt your partner, and then it's this never-ending cycle. But you can stop the cycle right there. You can end the cycle of hurt at you. All right, so whenever I meet somebody that is negative or any pain that's caused towards me, I realize that there's something that I need to learn from it. All right, it's just a learning lesson, a learning experience, and it's not to say you have to keep those people in your life. Just forgive and let go. All right, you don't need to keep negative people in your life. You need to learn from those lessons and then move on, because you can't change them, but you can change yourself and you can heal yourself as well. And one of the things that also really is useful in this topic as well is something I heard Wayne Dyer talk about. He said that human beings are the only animals on this planet that take our pain from the past and experiences from the past and drag it around with us in this massive bag everywhere. And you know, it's a bag of manure. It's crap, right? All the pain and, you know, all the resentment and hatred and trauma that you've been through, we just carry it all around. And then once in a while we'll take the manure out of the bag and just smear it all over ourselves and look around and go, why does my life stink so much, right? So just throw that bag of manure you've been lugging around in life called the past, throw it in the trash, all right? And your life will start smelling like roses. Your life will start smelling good. Your life will start looking good because now you've let go of the pain of the past or even the present. Anything that's just happened, me sitting right here right now, this is the present, right? So anything that's not in the present, just let it go. Learn from it and move on, and your life will be so much better, and you will thank yourself for it. You will wish you had done it sooner, but it's okay. Life is all about lessons, right? You can teach others how to do this as well. But that's the main message I wanted to share, and that's the biggest breakthrough that I had over the years, is realizing that, hey, bad people, negative people, people who hurt others have been put into your life for a reason. It's to teach you a lesson, and then it's also to teach you how to understand people who are hurt and realize that it's not coming from a place of harm on their end. They don't realize they're doing it. They're just in so much pain that they don't know how to control that within themselves, and they haven't dealt with it. You'll realize that those types of people tend to mask their pain in substances, you know, in alcohol, in drugs, in gambling, in partying, in anything to distract themselves of actually being able to confront their fears, their past, their hurt. So just realize that they are just people in a lot of pain that are just unconsciously and consciously passing it on to you, and you can just stop that and say, no thank you. You can keep your pain because it's no longer mine. It's not mine from the first place. It's not mine in the first place, but it's yours to keep. I'm good. Thank you, and good day to you. So hopefully you've learned something from that life lesson that I've shared, that I've personally learned for myself. And hey, look, like I said, it wasn't easy to forgive everyone in my life that's hurt me in my childhood and in my past, but it's been the most rewarding thing ever. And it's caused a massive shift and transformation in myself. I feel light. I don't feel like I'm holding on to anything from the past. Life just feels lighter. Life just feels easier. Life just feels like it's more filled with joy and abundance and fulfillment and purpose, because that's what I want in my life. I don't want pain. I don't want to hang on to the past. So I hope you take those first few steps as well towards opening your eyes to this fact and change your life for the better. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I love you so much. I've got nothing but love and light to send towards you. Have an incredible, incredible day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I'll see you back here next week, guys. Mwah.